Let's us welcome Toastmaster Titin introducing a speaker, Toastmaster Titin. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Amelia. Let me share the screen. So, a very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed speech crafters. Imagine you are a speaker for a seminar or a workshop. Do you think that how the MC introduces you is important? Or do you think that whatever information that is used by the MC to introduce you, whether it is a relevant one or whether it is an updated one, whether it is correct or not, is just okay? Because what matters most is your speech later. Can you please type 1 on the chat box if you think that you would like to be introduced appropriately? And please type 2 if you think that whatever the information in the introduction, whether it is an outdated one or whether it is an updated one, is just okay for you. Thank you very much for your response. I see that many of us agree that how we are introduced as a speaker is important. So a good introduction to a speaker is crucial. Now let us discuss why is it important and how we introduce a speaker and the purpose of a good introduction. A good introduction lets the audience understand better why they should listen. And it helps the audience to understand and are assured that he or she is the most appropriate person to deliver that topic. It can create a positive and friendly atmosphere too, especially if the audience learn that they have something in common with the speaker. A good introduction has all the elements of a speech. An opening, a body, and a conclusion. A good introduction prepares the audience for the speaker. The introduction can build a bridge from where the thoughts of the group are at the moment to where the speaker wants them to be. In a good introduction, the foundation for the speaker's talk is built, and the speaker may launch into the talk smoothly and with confidence. An introduction that falls short may require the speaker to spend the critical few minutes of the speech to clear up the incorrect or misleading information. It's quite troublesome, isn't it? A successful introduction explains why the subject is important and why the audience will find it of interest. A good introduction makes it clear that the speaker speaks from special knowledge, experience, or authority. So again, in an introduction, Please mention these 2 points clearly to the audience. First, why the audience should listen to the speaker's topic. Second, why should he or she to deliver the topic? Why not someone else? What is his or her authority, special knowledge, and experience that he or she has to deliver that topic? Try to help the audience understand that each speaker has a topic or story to tell, and it will be suitable to be delivered by him or her only, because it is his or her own experience. Now, let me give you an example of how an introduction of a speaker should be done by an MC. I take myself as an example because I know that the information is correct. Let's say an MC is going to introduce me in front of a group of audience who would like to learn how to manage their employees or subordinates. Now, please welcome Titin Ningsih, MBA, who is going to deliver the topic of human resource management. Why should you learn to manage human resources or the staffs in your company? As a business owner or a manager, please mention your company's greatest asset. Do you think it's your factory or your office building, your machineries? Can you manage all of the business processes without delegating some of the tasks to your trusted employees? You are not Superman. We are not Superman. Employees are the most important asset of your organization. Take care of your employees and they will take care of your business. Let me ask you, do you want your employees to be afraid of you? Or do you want them to love you? For Miss Titin, it's simple. She wants her employees to be afraid of how much they love her. Miss Titin has an academical knowledge on human resource management as she has been teaching this subject for 11 years in a university in Jakarta. However, academical knowledge alone might not be enough. She is also a business owner who has a number of employees with very low turnover rate. Her current employees have been working with her for 8 years. How to maintain employees' long working tenure? Let's listen from Miss Titin. And I usually add several lines of rhyming poem to cheer up the atmosphere, such as, I wrap a gift in a satin to be given to you with excitement. Please welcome Miss Titin on Human Resource Management. That was an example of an introduction to a speaker. So to conclude my speech today, again, what are the 2 things that you should mention when you introduce a speaker? First, why the audience should listen to the speaker's topic. Why not different topic? What is the benefit to the audience by listening to that particular topic? And second, why is he or she the most appropriate person to deliver that topic? Why not anybody else? Mention his or her special knowledge, experience, or authority relevant to that topic. I encourage you to do a research about the speaker's background beforehand and make sure that you mention the correct and relevant information about the speaker whom you are going to introduce. And as the old but gold saying goes, if you don't practice, you don't deserve to win. As a last statement from my presentation today, let me illustrate to you the essence of practice. An amateur practices until they get it right, but a professional practices until they can't get it wrong. That's all.